Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. US markets were marginally down about 0.16 to almost about 0.26%. As a job data or the non-farm payroll data were not impressive, and there was just about addition of about 2,23,000, and the unemployment rate is at about 5.3%. European markets were also down anywhere from 0.73% to almost about 1.75%, with the exception of FTSE 100, which was marginally up. It remains to be seen on this Sunday referendum on Greece whether the consensus for an austerity is given by the Greek people, and that is something that the whole world is watching out for. The only good thing is that there are some indications that there could be some negotiation post that, and finally we may see some kind of a resolution of the issue. But till that finally happens, the markets could remain on edge. When we look at the Asian markets today morning, most of the markets are down. Hang Seng and Nikkei both are down about 0.35%. China has almost lost about 6.25%. Remember friends that in the last about 3 to 4 trading sessions, China has lost more than 20%, which is definitely an overall negative for the markets. And SGX Nifty is suggesting that we are going to open down about 5-6 points. In terms of flows, FI is a net bias in the cash market. After a long time, we've seen a net buy figure of this kind, 548 odd crore. The domestic institutions were sellers to the tune of about 218 crore, and in the index futures, we've seen buying to the tune of about 317 odd crore. Overall, our markets continue to remain resilient. But as I said, we have a very big event on Sunday, so all eyes are on what really unfolds from Greece on Sunday. On that note, let me invite our F&O expert to take you through important F&O cues and ideas that we can have from the derivative side.
Good morning friends, let's have a review on derivatives. Yesterday's trade turned out to be a little disappointing trade for the Indian equity markets, as we have seen that Nifty witnessed a choppiness and ended the session in red terrain. However, Nifty started the session on a flattish to negative note, but we have seen that stock-specific action was observed during the market hours, like Idea Cellular, Bharti Airtel and Mahindra & Mahindra, which were up in the range of 2% to 4% each, whereas like Cipla, Tech Mahindra, they were down in the range of 1 to 2% each, and due to which Nifty ended the session at 8438 levels with a minor loss of 0.20%. In this period, we have seen that short positions were built up by market participants, as open interest increased marginally by 0.46%, approximately 0.83 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty futures price increased by approximately hardly 20 rupees. Nifty cost of carry also decreased significantly by 18% from 0.32 to minus 1.02%. Also, Nifty futures closed at a discount of 6 rupees versus premium of 2 rupees. On the options front, PCR remained at same level at 1.10, but we have seen that call option has seen good build-up than put option. In yesterday's trade, we have seen that call option has added 12 lakh shares in open interest, whereas put option has added approximately 11 lakh shares in open interest. India Mix was down by 1.83% and finally closed at 15.56%. On the options front, we have seen that 8,500, 8,600 call option has added good number of shares in open interest, due to which we have seen that Nifty has taken resistance at around 8480 odd levels, and from there it was like trading with negative bias. On the put option side, we have seen that 8300 put option has added 4% shares in open interest, followed by 8400 put option which has added 20% shares in open interest. Looking at the overall options activity, we may feel that 8400, 8390 level can be act as a good level to buy if market sustains at this level, and on higher side 8480 may act as a stiff resistance. If market is able to sustain above those levels, we can see more upside in the market towards 8600 odd levels. On bank period front, there is one security in bank period which is MTech Auto, and yesterday FIs were net buyers of 1800 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net buyers of 361 crore in index futures, they were net buyers of 699 crore in index options, they were net buyers of 551 crore in stock futures, and they were net buyers of 180 crore in stock options. A 5-day CVM stands at 8390, lower range would be 8390, higher range would be 8500. Currently, Singapore Nifty is down by 13 points, which is at 8417. We may see marginal flattish to negative start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let me take you through share count pre-market action, starting with the trading ideas first. A long call on L&T, as it has got an order of about 1885 crore towards power transmission and distribution work. So one can go long L&T with a stop loss of 1764 and a target of about 1854 to about 1890. Lupin has acquired about 100% stake in Russian ZAO Biochem, and this transaction marks its entry into the Russian market to the tune of about 765 billion rubles. So one can go long on Lupin with a stop loss of 1833 and a target of about 1926 to about 1963. In other news and developments, government has decided to for a new kerosene subsidy mechanism, and it will bear about 12 rupees per litre of kerosene as a subsidy for 2016, which is positive for upstream companies like ONGC, Oil India and GAIL, and even for the oil marketing companies like IOC, HPCL and BPCL. Arvind has partnered with US retailer Aeropostale. V-Mart plans foray into the online retail, which is again a positive for that. CBI conducts a surprise check at NTPC's premise in Patna due to allegations of corruption and cartelization. Bharti Airtel sells towers in South Africa in 5 countries to the tune of about $1.3 billion. HPCL to raise about 1260 crore for capex. Sun TV security note for about 33 channels could go to cabinet for clearance. Cognizant has said that about $100 million of loss in revenue could be there because of the current issues that the company is facing in H2, and pay commission may mull 2 to 3 times high in the government salaries. Ajanta Pharma's promoter has sold the entire stake of about 5.84% in the company. In case of Omex, the promoter Constellation Capital sells about 1.03% stake in the company, and their stake is down to about 2.22%. Cadila Healthcare, some positive as US FDA is likely to clear the Moraiya plant Form 483. Mobile companies to roll out national mobile number portability from July 3rd. FIPB to consider Kotak Bank and 12 other proposals on July 3rd, and there are chances that some of these proposals could be cleared, which is why we have seen some buying interest coming in Kotak Bank and few other companies like Hathway Cable, Datacom, DAN Network and Systema Sharp Teleservices. Tata Motors, JLR today said it has signed a contract manufacturing agreement with Austrian automotive firm Magna-Steyr in another step to enhance the worldwide production line. And HDFC expects to get about 435 crore as dividend from HDFC Bank via 2 units. Here is a list of stocks with positive and negative bias. Stocks with positive bias are IRB, Asian Paint and Apollo Tyre. Stocks with negative bias are Edison Bank, DHFL and Mindtree. Stocks for investment that we like at this point of time are L&T, Aditya Birla Nuvo, Tata Motor, DVR, Infosys and Ultratech Cement. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great weekend and see you on Monday morning.